in the town where I was born.
Biosphere is a term used by biologists to talk about life on Earth and all of parts of Earth where life exists. This includes land, water, and the atmosphere. Ecology is the scientific study of interactions among organisms and between organisms and their physical environment. Some ecologists focus on the ecology of individual organisms. Others try to understand how interactions among organisms influence our global environment. A species is a group of similar organisms that can breed and produce fertile offspring. A population is a group of individuals that belong to the same species and live in the same area. A community is an assemblage of different populations that live together in a defined area. An ecosystem is all of the organisms that live in a place, together with their physical environment. A biome is a group of ecosystems that share similar climates and typical organisms. And finally, our entire planet, with all of its organisms and physical environment, is the biosphere. A biotic factor is a living thing with which an organism might interact. This includes mushrooms, bacteria, animals, and plants. The abiotic factors are the non-living part of the environment, such as sunlight, heat, precipitation, humidity, wind or water currents, soil type, and so on. The three fundamental approaches to ecological research involve observing mixed qualitative and quantitative observations. Experimenting is used to test hypotheses, can set up artificial environments, and manipulate conditions. Modeling. Models are made to study events that have occurred over large time periods or are large in scale. Primary producers use solar or chemical energy to make complex organic compounds out of inorganic materials. Primary producers store energy that is used for their own energy needs and also used by organisms that consume them. Producers are also known as autotrophs, and some examples of them are plants, algae, and bacteria. Photosynthesis captures light energy and uses it to power chemical reactions that convert carbon dioxide and water into oxygen and energy-rich carbohydrates such as sugars and starches. This process adds oxygen to the atmosphere and removes carbon dioxide. Chemosynthesis is a process in which chemical energy is used to produce carbohydrates. Consumers are the organisms who cannot directly harness energy from the environment as primary producers do. These organisms are also known as heterotrophs. Omnivores are animals whose diet naturally include a variety of different foods that usually include plants and animals. Carnivores eat and eat other animals. Scavengers are the ones that eat the carcasses of other animals. Detritivores feed on detritus particles, often chewing or grinding them into even smaller pieces. Decomposers, such as bacteria and fungi, feed by chemically breaking down organic matter. Herbivores obtain energy and nutrients by eating plants, leaves, roots, seeds, or fruits. A food chain is a series of steps in which organisms transfer energy by eating or being eaten. In most ecosystems, many animals eat more than one kind of food, so it is more difficult to explain than just a simple chain. Ecologists call this network of feeding interactions a food web. Ecological pyramids show the relative amount of energy or matter contained within each trophic level in a given food chain or food web. Biomass is the given amount of tissue within a given trophic level. Thank you for watching and for your attention.